Good morning, everyone. Let's make that cheesecake stuffed waffle. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Radical Geek YouTube channel, where we upload videos 3 times a week and host a live stream on Sunday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, affectionately coined Coffee Talk, where we brew warm beverage and talk a little bit about its origins, history, and then we often pair it with a ketogenic recipe. But today we are going to do a cheesecake stuffed waffle in the My Mini Stuffed Waffle Maker. We talked a little bit about it earlier in the week when we did a chorizo stuffed waffle, and I think I finally got it. I did change from chaffle to waffle, and even though we've done these before, I'm going to go ahead and run us through it instead of just having the batter all pre-made. I've got here 1 ounce of avocado oil. We've got 1 ounce of heavy cream. Dump that right in there. I've got 1 whole egg. And to this batter, we will add a tiny pinch of baking powder. This is a 1/2 teaspoon, and I'm really just dipping it in there and getting a little teeny bit onto it. So it's a precise measurement, no, but it's not quite half, but it's a little more. I mean, it's not quite a quarter, but it's a little more than an 1/8. That is all you need for the base of a ketogenic protein waffle. The main ingredient is this J-Rob protein powder. It is the whey protein isolate, and today I have chocolate. And if I can get the package open, we'll scoop it right out. A lot of people have been asking me if I can use the egg white protein, and I'll tell you that so far it has not worked out nicely in these recipes. Something about the whey protein that functions a little bit better. If you ask me why J-Rob versus any other, the answer is any other whey protein isolate will work just the same. I just have the J-Rob because it tastes really good. It is stevia sweetened, if that's a thing for you. Not for me, I don't care. But I will tell you that the other thing is that when I got it, one of our local bougie groceries was going out of business, so they had it like 75% off, which made it cheaper than many of your other brands. So that's why I have J-Rob. I don't have like some kind of ties to it or anything else. So I'll set that here on top of the Blackstone. We'll mix this all together. It does take a second to get all blended. And hopefully, I don't know if my cat will wander this way, but I see her out in the distance here in our yard. But just get it good and combined. I will tell you, I've already turned the mini maker on. It's the same one I showed you before, so it's got the deep well and it's got the 2 little gripper pieces. And I will say, I'm wondering if the Stuffler is a little bit less fussy, but it's not bad or anything like that. I still really like it. I'm definitely in favor. Focus, Maitreya, let's stir. So, I haven't actually listed the live stream yet, but I promise that's my next thing on my task list. I have morning stand-up, and then I have about half an hour between that and my next meeting. And I already did this morning some pre-work, so I can have that little gap in there where I can refill my coffee and get right back to it. So I'll get that listed. We'll do a couple. I think that we're gonna do something super simple, because even though because I'll be coming back home from camping sometime that day. So obviously I'll be hot, tired, and a little bit cranky. All right. But also, I think that it's a benefit to us. I think I'm going to pull the smoker over here and get it fired up. And let's cook a steak. You know, we'll do it up real nice. I think that just sounds really spectacular. And, you know, hey, if we eat keto or carnivore or any other variant that requires a lot of beef, it seems like knowing how to grill a good steak is a good thing. And I know a lot of us already know how to do that, but I thought it would be nice to just sort of go over, because I find mine really delicious. And they show them on propane grill, they show them on charcoal, they show them on like the Kamados, you know, that are a coal grill, but we don't often see steaks on the pellet smoker. So I think that we'll do that, and I'll just show you how to whip one up real fast. All right. So now I've got my waffle batter, and again, just to repeat, it was 1 ounce avocado oil, 1 ounce of heavy cream, 1 egg, a little more than 1/8 of a teaspoon of baking powder, and 1 scoop of J-Rob chocolate whey protein isolate, and which is 31 grams. I wasn't that accurate. It's pretty close though, because I have weighed it in the past, and the scoop is sometimes a little over, but by 2 grams. So not enough for me to feel fussed about it right now. The other thing is my little cheesecake base. I froze it. The one I made previously in the week did not work out as great, and because the cream cheese and mixture sort of dissipated and leaked out. And so this time we're going frozen. I just made my cheesecake mixture. It's 2 ounces of cream cheese, about 3 tablespoons of heavy cream, a little splash of vanilla, and a little dash of sweetener, and then I whip it up. Once I whip it up, I put it in this mold. I have these silicone molds that I have now just dirtied up. And these are great. I used them. I thought it would be about the right size. It might be smaller than I would prefer, but I'm trying to prevent that leakage. And truth be told, the waffle itself is still delicious. So once you have your coffee, it's all grand. So let's go ahead. Got a little piece of something here. I swear I cleaned this out, but must be probably a piece of pollen or something that fell in there, so let me just grab it out of there. Sorry for you to see something like that, but it happens from outdoor cooking, and I'd rather you just see the whole thing than restart and edit and all that crazy stuff. Maybe if we feel suddenly to become more professional or bigger, we would do that, but not here today. So I'm just going to pour the batter. This is the other advantage over the chaffle, is that this batter is very pourable, which makes it a little bit easier to get in there. I pour about half of it, and sometimes a little more than half, because what I found is that with these, since the base cooks longer, it cooks more than the top, and really, so you need to be more generous on the bottom. So I make sure I get it in here, I get it good and spread. I take a look at how the coverage is, knowing that it will rise, but I'm still going to take just a teeny smidge more. And you just make sure that all the nubs are covered, and you don't want to take too long fussing about. I found that was also another issue, is I get real fussy and it was taking me too long. I'm going to put my little cheesecake right in the middle. You didn't see that, although I know you did, but I'm just being funny. Little cheesecake never hurt anybody. And it's just me. Maybe spouse will have some, so you know, they're not going to die if I'm not perfect in the kitchen. Granted, you wouldn't do that if you were cooking for other people. Don't lick your fingers, it's yucky. But here we are. So now I have spread my batter over the top of the cheesecake. I fear that I may have not quite. Oops, got enough, but we're gonna go for it. So next time I think that I will do this exact same recipe, except I am probably going to use a larger silicone mold to make my disc smaller because it's a little bit of a hump. But now we close it and we wait. It does take about like 10 minutes to cook. So I will go over a couple things real quick and then we'll take a pause while it finishes up. And as always, I always do like a little tidy when we do these pauses. I think that makes it a little nice at the end. So anyways, what I have here is my morning coffee. And usually I almost always have it just straight up. And today I got fancy. I iced it down because I knew it was coming outside and it is so humid. Shoot, look at my insulated glass is covered. You can't see the dew. It's all covered in dew. But so I went ahead and I iced it, and then I put a splash of sparkling water in it. I'm very addicted to this concoction. It's really good, and it super highlights the coffee and smooths it out, almost makes it sweet. So I'm really digging it for the summer. Obviously, I think in the winter I wouldn't enjoy it very much because I get cold real easy. But so that's my morning coffee. The other thing that I like to just share with you guys what I'm doing, so maybe if you're going to have a similar experience, you know what other people who are keto do. I am going camping, which I know I've said it like 100 times, so probably you already knew that. But I can't wait to get out of here. And sometimes I think a lot of people struggle going camping without a lot of stuff. And this is a camping adventure where I'm not going to have a lot of stuff. I'm not taking a bunch of cookware. I'm not taking a griddle. I'm not taking a grill. It's me, a cooler, my tent, my bedding, and a couple changes of clothing, and my lantern. I did take my camp stove and my coffee pot. When I say camp stove, it's my single burner that I use on the live stream all the time. I had someone message me asking if I was homeless because I had that, and I'm like, no, it's just good for camping, and I don't see any reason to buy an induction burner when this works just as well. So weird questions people ask, but okay. But so that's it. And so my coffee pot, so in the morning I'll be able to brew my pot of coffee. What I am doing ahead of time is smoking some burger patties, and that way they can go right in the cooler. So is it grand eating? Maybe not, because I probably won't even bother to warm them up, but maybe I will, because I will have my little one burner thing. But honestly, feels like a lot of effort for just checking out and not dealing with people. I am making a batch of the egg white protein and butter buns. So I'll have buns and some sliced cheese. All that stuff just goes right into my cooler along with my gazillion containers of frozen water and ice. And that's pretty much all I need for camping. I do have some mosquito wipes because I'm one of those people. You know that you can go out into the yard or camping or campfire. I apologize, there's a jet overhead. That's unusual for this area. I can't see the trails either, but oh well, it'll happen. At any rate, we will be doing all of those things. I plan to basically just decompress. I have a couple friends that are going to be there. The campsite also does have a pool, so there's a good chance that I will be getting into the swimming pool, but also an equal opportunity that I might just sit in my camp chair drinking coffee all weekend. But so yeah, that's really all there is to it. Smoking the burgers, I can eat them for breakfast, lunch, dinner. I might take this same mold and throw together some quick baked eggs and throw them in the cooler, because if I do that, then I could maybe switch up my meals on Saturday and have like an egg sandwich instead of another burger. But super simple, It's not like when we go camping for like a whole week, because I'm literally getting out of work tomorrow at 4 o'clock, hopping in my truck and driving an hour and a half to the campsite. So, you know, I just couldn't see trying to be so extra for basically what's going to be 3 nights in one full day. Sunday I'm going to tear down and be out of here and on the road and try to get home so that I have some time to get everything put away. And we will be outside as long as it's not raining. It's a hard press to get me back in the house for a while. So it's the summer and it's my time. I'm going to give this a peek. Almost, but not quite yet. It is looking awesome, guys. As always, I will say with these, and I don't know how people are experiencing with the Stuffler. Might reach out and ask a couple of them about that. Maybe they can come and share that experience in the comments below. But in the My Mini, because I spend time putting stuff in the bottom and putting in the filling and then covering it, the top side gets not as crispy browned as the bottom. It does get cooked through, but it's sort of got like that pale texture. So there is that. If that's a bothersome thing for you, this is probably not going to be the most delightful dish for you. It doesn't bother me at all. It's not like it's underdone. It's just pale, and and the bottom is definitely far crispier. I know a lot of people who actually like their waffles with that slightly softer texture, and to me it's sort of like the best of both worlds. Yeah, so what else do I have? I think that's pretty much it. So let me just take it's gonna need like 3 more minutes. I'll take a quick pause. I'll throw some stuff inside the house to get cleaned up, and then can enjoy our stuffed waffle. Alright everyone, here we are ready to unmold. I will tell you, I did have a little bit of cheesecake leakage, so I didn't quite get that sealed down, but it certainly seems delicious. So, oops, there's where it exploded. But let's get this onto the plate. I'm gonna flip it over to the crisp. Well, voila. And like I said, it did have that little bit of an explosion. Seems to be in this same corner. And there's what the top looks like. Like I said, it's still nice and crispy. It's just a little softer right here on the edges. I'll have to continue working on the ratios, but from a taste perspective, let me unplug this so it can cool down. There we go. Sorry for that clatter. But, you know, the underside, it's absolutely perfect. Cut into it here for you. Oh. There we go. There is your cheesecake stuffed waffle. Here's the side with the leakage, so it's just uneven cheesecake filling. I am not sorry that I planned this for my day. Normally I would say we should split this amongst the family, but literally once I get upstairs for my next meeting, it just is meetings all day long. So basically I'm gonna eat this over the next hour or so, and then I have another gap at like 3 o'clock before my 4 o'clock meeting starts, and I plan to then just throw in my frozen meal, which is from previous cooks. I had some smoked pork and I threw it over the top of some cauli rice, and I'm gonna microwave that and eat it during the last meeting of my day and be done with it. So let me give this one more slice so you can see a quarter. Plus you can see the edge. So the edge is not filled from like about here, so about a 1/4 inch. I don't know if I can get there closer, and I can't really tell where the camera is if I walk around and go up to it. It's definitely cheesecakey. protein waffles can be a little dry. It's not bad. It's just the way it is. They're super tasty though, and they really hold up to toppings and fillings and stuff. So keep in mind that you're going to want to have like some your coffee and stuff with your waffle, because otherwise it can be a little bit much. And it's not choky dry like the protein sparing modified fast bread, which was all egg whites. It's just a little bit dry, like you want something to drink with it. Not choky, just like cookies almost. Yes, that's the right comparison, more like cookies. So I'll see you all later, and I hope you like this waffle.